Do you know what warning signs could indicate a blood clot? It's a simple question, but the answer could be life-saving. Blood clots are a serious health concern, forming when blood thickens and clumps together, potentially causing dangerous blockages in your veins. When left unchecked, these silent threats can lead to conditions like deep vein thrombosis or even a life-threatening pulmonary embolism. But don't worry, your body often sends out signals when something's not quite right. That's why it's essential to understand and pay attention to these warning signs. From sudden shortness of breath, to unexplained coughing, to swelling or tenderness in your leg or arm. These symptoms might seem common, but they could be your body's way of telling you there's a clot. So let's not ignore these signs. Today, we will discuss the top 8 warning signs of blood clots. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it could be a lifesaver. The first sign we will discuss is swelling in a leg or arm. This swelling isn't the kind that comes from a sprain or a twisted ankle, but a sudden and noticeable bulge that may feel warm to the touch. But what causes this swelling? Well, it's often due to a blood clot known as deep vein thrombosis, or DVT for short. This clot forms deep inside a vein, typically in your leg, although it can occur in your arm too. The clot obstructs the flow of blood, causing it to pool and leading to that swelling you notice. It's like a traffic jam in your veins, with your blood unable to get where it needs to go. The swelling is often accompanied by skin that is red or discolored, another sign to watch out for. This swelling often occurs in one leg and can be a significant sign of deep vein thrombosis. The second warning sign is pain or tenderness, particularly in a leg or arm. Now, you might be wondering, how does a blood clot cause pain? Well, it's a bit like a traffic jam in your veins. When a clot forms, it obstructs the smooth flow of blood. This leads to a buildup of pressure in the area, which your body interprets as pain. You may feel it as a throbbing ache, a sharp sting, or even a heavy sensation. The pain often originates from the site of the clot, typically in the calf, thigh, or the entire leg. But why does the pain worsen with movement? Simple. Movement requires more blood flow. So when you walk or move, you're essentially asking for more traffic in an already jammed up route. This intensifies the discomfort. Pain due to a blood clot generally intensifies with movement or walking. Another warning sign to watch out for is red or discolored skin. Now, you may wonder why your skin would change color. Well, when blood clots form, they can obstruct the blood flow in the affected area. This can cause the skin to change color, often turning red or bluish. Think of it like a traffic jam in your circulatory highways. When the blood can't flow freely, it can create a backlog, leading to a change in skin color. This discoloration isn't just a random occurrence. It's your body's way of signaling that something isn't right. It's like a red flag raised by your body, a visual cue that there might be a clot obstructing the flow of blood. And it's not just the color that changes. The skin in the affected area often becomes warm to the touch. Why? Because your body is responding to the clot, leading to inflammation. This discoloration is often accompanied by warmth, indicating an inflammatory response. Sudden shortness of breath and chest pain are critical signs not to ignore. These symptoms may seem common, perhaps attributed to a strenuous workout or maybe a stressful day. But when they appear suddenly, without a clear reason, they could indicate a life-threatening condition, a pulmonary embolism. A pulmonary embolism occurs when a blood clot, often originating from the legs or arms, travels through the bloodstream and lodges in the pulmonary arteries, the vessels responsible for carrying blood from your heart to your lungs. This blockage can significantly impede blood flow, leading to a lack of oxygen reaching the body's vital organs. Shortness of breath is a common symptom of a pulmonary embolism. It's not a gentle, gradual onset. It comes on suddenly, leaving you gasping for breath even when you're at rest. This isn't just an ordinary out-of-breath feeling after climbing a flight of stairs. It's a sudden and severe difficulty in breathing that can be downright frightening. Now let's talk about chest pain. It's not the typical heart attack kind of pain that might spring to mind. This is a sharp or aching pain, often felt under the ribcage or in the middle of the chest. It's a pain that worsens with deep breaths, coughing, or even movement. The reason for this pain, it's due to the irritation and inflammation in the pulmonary arteries caused by the blood clot. Experiencing these symptoms may be quite alarming, but it's crucial not to panic. Remember, early detection and treatment can significantly improve the outcome of a pulmonary embolism. If you or someone around you experiences sudden shortness of breath or unexplained chest pain, it's essential to seek immediate medical attention. Chest pain due to blood clots is often exacerbated by deep breaths coughing, or movement. So don't ignore these signs. Trust your body when it tells you something is off. It could very well be a life-saving decision. Scene script. Other warning signs include a rapid heart rate, unexplained cough, and very low blood pressure. Let's delve into these symptoms and their connection to blood clots. First up, a rapid heart rate or tachycardia. When a blood clot finds its way into the lungs, it can obstruct blood flow, which causes a decrease in oxygenation. This triggers the heart to pump faster in an attempt to compensate for the lack of oxygen, leading to tachycardia. It's like your heart is running a marathon, even when you're at rest. Next, we have an unexplained cough. You might be thinking, I've had a cough before, it's no big deal. But when it comes to blood clots, a persistent or significantly changed cough pattern could be a warning sign. This cough may even be accompanied by the expulsion of blood, a condition known as hemoptysis. It's your body's way of signaling that something isn't quite right, and it's time to seek medical attention. Lastly, we have very low blood pressure. When a blood clot blocks the pulmonary arteries, it can lead to a sudden drop in blood pressure. This could cause symptoms like lightheadedness, fainting, or even shock. It's like a red flag going up shouting, "Emergency!" Just like a well-oiled machine, our bodies work best when all parts are functioning smoothly. When these symptoms manifest, it's as if the machine is starting to malfunction, and it's our job to heed these signs before it's too late. These symptoms are not just minor discomforts. They represent serious, potentially life-threatening conditions. They are the body's distress signals, its way of crying out for help. It's essential to recognize these signs and take them seriously. If you or someone you know experiences a rapid heart rate, an unexplained cough, or very low blood pressure, don't just brush it off. These symptoms are more serious and require immediate medical attention. To summarize, it is essential to be aware of these 8 warning signs of blood clots. They can occur in any part of your body and can lead to serious health complications if left unchecked. The first sign is swelling in the leg or arm, often a sign of deep vein thrombosis, where a blood clot obstructs blood flow. This can lead to discomfort, which brings us to the second sign, pain and tenderness in the leg or arm. This pain often worsens with movement or walking, and it's a clear indication of a blood clot intensifying discomfort. Next, we have red or discolored skin. This could be a localized area, often red or bluish in color, accompanied by warmth. It's a clear signal of a blood clot and your body's inflammatory response. Sudden shortness of breath is another crucial symptom to be aware of. This can be a characteristic of a pulmonary embolism, indicating an obstruction in blood flow to your lungs. Chest pain, sharp or aching, exacerbated by deep breaths, coughing, or movement, is another warning sign. This discomfort is often due to irritation and inflammation in the pulmonary arteries. An abnormally fast heart rate, or tachycardia, is another sign. This rapid pulse is often a physiological response to decreased oxygenation of blood. The seventh symptom is an unexplained cough, a persistent cough, or a significant change in your cough pattern. This could even be associated with coughing up blood. Lastly, very low blood pressure and lightheadedness can indicate a blood clot obstructing pulmonary arteries. These symptoms should never be ignored. They are your body's way of telling you something is not right, and they could potentially save your life. Always seek immediate medical help if you experience any of these symptoms. A blood clot is a serious medical condition that requires immediate attention and treatment. Remember, these signs should not be ignored. Always seek immediate medical help if you experience any of them.